Yes, so I just want us to join my guest here in studio. And as you can see, I promised that Nico Diambo was on his way. Can I get a handshake?
Yes.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, it's okay.
How- But you guys were together 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Si hata watu wakiwina what ukiitwa mnasalimiana unaenda na mlikuwa mmeketi na huyo.
All right, so gentlemen, a lot has been happening. Nick, I don't know what is the biggest thing that you've seen this week. He said nothing. There's nothing that stood out for him this week. I was a bit disappointed, but anyway.
The biggest thing was those trained bees.
Oh, the Supreme Bees.
Yeah.
We even have a clip of the Supreme Bees. Yeah? We've been talking about 34 bees. Maybe this is the 34 bees we've been talking about. Let's take a look at that picture, that video.
What's happening? From 34 bees, we will tell you what happened. KTN News. Get the whole story.
So the bees, where do you think the bees came from? Just
somebody said they belong to Babuino, but I'm not sure. The world-class training they got from Nanyuki Training School.
Why Babuino? No, why not?
It was just speculation. I'll call him later and ask. Why not who?
No, it's okay. I want to say something, but let me just...
They get the instructions like, we know what we got to do.
So where did the bees come from? Someone says that the MC Jesse came from Kitui because, you know, us cows, we're known for beekeeping.
The guy who trained them should be on Lion's Den.
Just like that. You know, it was so serious. You saw the cops. And you have never seen cops removing the sweater like that.
Yeah, but for sure, ukishinda ukiita from 34B Orengo pia. From 34B, what will happen?
Tumeitwa sana hata tuende.
Na imagine Kalonzo hakuongea kwa hiyo Supreme yote. Hakuongea. Kuna watu walikuja kumrepresent.
The bees.
All right, interesting. So gentlemen, I want us to take a look at something else that was big this week was Supreme Court.
Yes.
And we have a video because once, you know, the final full verdict was being given, you know, Kenyans had different things to say about the different judges. And I just want us to take a look at the DCJ, Philomena Mwilu, a lot of conversations around her. People were asking, why are you listening to how she's pronouncing the words? She's just there to give something that is so solid. She's not a news presenter. That's what I saw. What are the comments I saw? Let's just take a look at a video and then we come here and discuss it.
Petitioners filed several affidavits and impregnable case. The mischief sought to be cured by the prompt, verifiable, accountable by the MNOs. As Likot JF opines, in Kanyalal Omar and the boom.
And you know, it's so serious because, I mean, she was delivering this extremely serious thing. But Kenyans, you know, you saw what she said and then what we heard.
I mean, David.
No. Of course, we have those problems as cows. It happens for everyone.
You can tell that was written for her. Then you see new words like
No. But she delivered. We were able to understand.
Who is we? Me, I haven't understood anything she said.
Really?
Yeah. What
okay.
Did she say?
Many Kenyans were able to understand what she was talking about.
No, she
and
wasn't.
the explanation
I didn't
and
understand.
everything.
What did she say?
She said David.
And the other
That is just a problem with, you know, sometimes you have
So what's that word? That
Hakuna mtu alijua. Even the guy who was editing this clip hakusikia. So that's why alitupatia aone kama tutasikia.
And I'm just
your judgment.
How comes you don't talk like that?
No.
Unaona tutise mukamba. I'm just saying she does news nicely.
Yeah,
oh, I thought you were trying to get her number.
No, he's not trying to get my number. All right, so let's just listen to that just a bit, and then I'll tell you what she was trying to say, or she was saying, because she passed the message. She spoke properly. Let's just listen to that.
The petitioners filed several affidavits and impregnable case. The mischief sought to be cured by the prompt, verifiable, accountable by the MNOs, as Likot JF opines, in Kanyalal Omar.
And the boom.
Yeah, and basically she was just saying at that point she was trying to make, she was just saying that the, she was talking about the elections being verifiable and...
If she's got kids in the house, I think someone just got knocked out. Kujeni muone mami vile anaongea ende ulale wewe.
Nakuja hapa hivi kule.
Okay, we move on to something else. Let's just move on to something else. And I want us to take a look at something that Alfred Mutua, there was a time that just a few weeks ago, we had Kamba leaders who went to State House to be part of a meeting. And Alfred Mutua stood up to speak. He's the governor for Machakos. Let's just listen in to what he had to say.
Na mwitiliano huyu chao munengelele. Rais tunasema ya kwamba kitu ni vile unaitisha. Na wengine wetu tunajua kuitisha, tunyimwi. Na wewe unajua kuomba. Na kitu ni vile unaomba. Na hii kitu wewe unajua kuomba sana na kujua. Hii kitu hii ya siasa ya kiti ya urais utaomba na utapata. Na tutasimama na wewe kidete.
Okay, so wait.
Did you see that look? When he said, "Na unajua kuomba," give him that look of Margaret. I'd better not hear you.
But really, did he mean kiti or kitu?
First he said kitu and akarudia akasema na wewe kwa hii kiti. Hii kitu unajua kuomba, so he didn't mean kiti. I know a few.
You know those analogies are based on the number one pastime in that particular area. See what I did?
But I feel like there's like an offensive against cows. What is it? From Wilush now to Mutua.
Now this is the week for cows to shine, so shine bright. You being the brand ambassador.
Brand ambassador. Vaikindu. All right. Now, lawmakers in Kenya are known to be very dramatic at times across the world. South Africa seems more interesting and has its fair share of this. Let's just take a look at what happened in the parliament this week.
The president is pointing his finger to me, and in my culture and in my understanding, that is disrespectful. And I will not tolerate that by any person, whether it being a president of a country or whatsoever. I will not tolerate it.
The Honorable, the President, maybe you should withdraw the finger.
I've withdrawn my finger. I'm withdrawing my finger. I've withdrawn my fingers.
All right. So President Zuma, Jacob Zuma,
AKA Jay-Z.
AKA Jay-Z, he was told to withdraw the finger because he kept pointing at this legislator. And in their culture, it's wrong.
He wasn't very happy.
She wasn't very happy. But really, in their culture, what culture is that, meanwhile, that you're not supposed to point at a woman?
I think the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, women just don't like being pointed at.
You're Luo.
Luopian. Luo ni wale wanaiza Kibera na maeneo hiyo. Luopian ni watu ya Mutaiga, Ridgeways, Kiuna na kadhalika.
So you're a Luopian?
Yeah, my roots are in Belgium. Direct descendant of King Leopold.
Leopold.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, but seriously, what culture is that? Okay, MC Jesse, collect yourself. What culture is that you're not supposed to point?
No, I think generally.
But I mean, when I was growing up, I used to be pointed at all the time, like, where Betty?
And that's the same way after that. There's that look you give your mom, that look and like, umenitukanaje kindani ndani. Sema vile umenitukana kindani ndani. Nimesema mjinga.
It's not good to point at people. Actually, if you point
what
at
if
me,
I
I'll
do
bite
like,
your finger.
Nick, you're such a good guy. Is that
no,
a bad...
No.
It doesn't
I'll be like,
apply.
does she really mean it? What does she mean when she says you're a good guy but points? You're
Okay.
supposed to, you're such a good guy, then you smile and you open your arms like this. You
Hey,
get?
that's not going to happen.
Hello, yeah.
Talking about opening arms, the Nakumat has for years served many shoppers in Kenya, but recently the elephant is on the run. Let's just see what happened this week with regard to Nakumat and that big elephant normally that you see outside the supermarket. Okay, that video, yeah, it happened.
Oh, the elephant.
Yeah.
Hey, auctioneers are.
Alafu,
But you know,
maybe-
Nakumat has nothing you can really take. Like I went there the other day. Like you're looking for like serviettes, some ice cubes. What else do they
Why?
have?
Well, that's a weird combination. Why are you looking for serviettes and
Like
ice
yani, if
cubes?
that's what you wanted, because there's nothing else
But
in
it
the
seems
supermarket.
so clear. It's like that's
So ni
exactly
nini
what you're
unapata
looking
huko?
for.
Sinizo serviettes na
Shell.
ice cubes. Na labda nini kitu ya kusugua hii chuma inaitwaje? Steel wool. You are in abundance.
And it's so sad.
So
Last
I'm
time-
like,
We don't have it.
Alafu,
We need it
they
too.
took away the elephant,
Yeah.
wakasahau Tuskies ndio inachukua. Wangeacha tusks.
Do you know how
Wangeacha
frustrated
task.
you've got to be mpaka come and take now like the symbol? It's like
elephant,
una
yeah.
deni yangu ni kuangalia nichukue shoelace. Unanga koti haiwezi, trawa haiwezi.
Ama
Yote tu hizi
vifungo.
shoelace utanilipa tu.
But what do you think about Tuskers coming in to step in and help Nakumat?
I think Tuskies have made a lot of money. They're like, oh, what else can we buy? You know,
What else?
let's just buy the broke guys off the road
Yeah, we show them. We buy the
and make them part
competition.
of our stock.
Wow.
So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing that they
Yeah,
finally...
wawasaidie, and again, you know,
But
the
surely, I mean, they
employees
should have
there
left
at
the
Nakumatt.
elephant. I mean, what does the elephant...
Hey, auctioneers hapendangi jokes.
Na umeisikia hiyo story ati ndani ya hiyo Nakumatt kuna kuanga sijui na nini ndani pesa sijui what ati some to sacrifice waindi wanaendanga wanaangusha do hapo, so they carried thinking it's a piggy bank, elf bank.
Ni piggy bank.
Oh, they thought it's like
Yeah.
the mini
Yeah,
coins
ati watu
inside.
wanarushanga hapo ka sacrifice. Nishasikia hako ka story, so they carried the elephant bank.
Actually, there was like coins inside there. Then somebody has been saving
Hey,
some
yeah,
cash.
namtu
Let us give them the
Narusha.
impression that we're putting coins inside. No. Then when we're in debt, they'll take it thinking we're having the money inside.
Oh my goodness,
So
they've
much
done
genius
it.
is coming. No.
Yeah, they're doing it now. Prantash, come and see it. They're buying into our
I
idea.
told Shah you're going to love me. No.
Moving
They're
on
taking
swiftly.
away.
Moving on. Now, old age, they say, is a sign of wisdom. Now, Robert Mugabe, one of the longest, and I mean longest serving presidents in Africa, lectured the world on this. Let's just take a look at what he told of Trump this week.
Some of us were embarrassed, if not frightened, but what appeared to be the return of the biblical giant called Goliath. Are we having a return of Goliath to our midst, who threatens the extinction of other countries? And may I say to the United States President, Mr. Trump, please blow your trumpet. Blow your trumpet in a musical way towards the values of unity, peace, cooperation, togetherness, dialogue, which we have always stood for and which are well writ in our very sacred document, the Charter of the United Nations.
All right, so that's Mugabe lecturing Trump. Should he even be lecturing Trump?
He needs
first
to have
of all?
someone who does this.
Like,
Ongeza moral.
like faster.
Speedy, Joe.
Eh, speedy,
But
maliza
what do you think
haraka.
about what he told?
Msomee.
But I like that line.
Yeah.
Trump should blow his own trumpet.
But Mugabe is
He
the
should
guy
be
for
proud of
Africa.
himself.
Yeah, he should be.
If
What
he
do you
had-
mean
if
for
he had
Africa?
three of those in
What-
Africa.
He's a Trump for Africa? Is
Yeah,
that what
he
you're saying?
actually, now I feel how whites feel when Trump talks.
There's
That's how I
just like...
feel. Yeah, because lazima hawa wasomewe kidogo.
Yeah.
Mugabe, don't joke around with Mugabe. Actually, the other day, BBC were asking him, the journalist, wanamuuliza, aren't you too old to be a president? Go ask your queen how old she is.
By then, Queen
It's
Elizabeth
true,
needs to
though.
slow
Yeah.
down, yeah?
I mean, go ask the Queen. Well, all right. So we want to take a short break, but we're coming back shortly. We'll also be hearing why Trump called Namibia Nambia. Did you hear that? Yeah, he's just
Nambia's
like...
a confident dude.
So I was like,
We're
which
going
country?
to Nambia.
That's why he needs Mugabe.
We're in
That's why-
Nambia.
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 All right, so we're taking a short break, but we're coming back with so much more. Don't go away. We'll be right back.